Are we live? Are we live? Ah, we are live. I actually just had to laugh because it is definitely Mercury retrograde. I cannot tell you how many technical difficulties it has taken me to get online today. First of all, my email did not go out yesterday, my Monday motivation. And then today I tried to go live on Facebook and it says that I don't have permission to go live in my Facebook account. And so I'm going live in YouTube for the first time and obviously on Instagram. So hi everyone on Instagram and everyone on YouTube. This is my first live streaming on YouTube. I'm trying it out. Let's see how it goes. For everyone on Instagram, thank you so much for tuning in. I see you guys there. Hello, hello, hello. Please remember that unless you actually type something and say hi from wherever, I don't actually know who is online. And so just say hello and let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. So I wanted to address something that's really come up and been obviously on my mind and on everybody else's mind. Last week, I shared a video of me really in the depths of dealing with trauma. And I wanted to speak to you today about trauma and the truth about healing trauma and why I actually posted that video of myself dealing with feeling all of the feels that come with dealing with trauma. And the reason why I did it was a number of things. So one of them was because I wanted other people who have dealt with similar or the same sort of incidences to know that they're not alone and to understand that all of the feelings that they are feeling are completely valid. I also wanted to show people who have not been through the same things what that looks like for somebody who has been through those things. The other reason why I felt compelled to show it is because there are a million coaches online now. They literally, I mean, there's new coaches popping up every single day. And as you guys know, I'm a transformational coach and facilitator, and I deal specifically in healing mind, body, and spirit so that you can live your best life, your truest, most authentic, most full, amazing life. And so I had to show that to you because I feel like there are so many coaches, there are a dime a dozen at the moment, and they're not actually doing the work. And they haven't actually been through the stuff needed in order to have the true insights to guide somebody through the work. The other reason why I showed you is because everybody makes this thing called transformation and healing seem like this simple step-by-step process, and it's not. It's not. Us going through the healing process is grueling and it's painful, and you have to be brave. You have to be so freaking brave. You have to put on your, as I say, big girl panties and big boy underpants and allow yourself to go into the dark night of the soul and feel everything that needs to be felt and then find your way through. And this is so, so, so important for me to show you because it is important for you to know that you can be doing that and you can still be okay. Like I'm sitting here in front of you guys right now and you can see I'm okay. I am not a mess. I am not lost. I am not in desperation. I am okay. Yes, I'm dealing with stuff. We're all dealing with stuff, but I'm okay and I'm centered. It's like I said to a friend of mine the other day, I feel shell-shocked by the amount of pain and frustration that I feel around what to do with this? What do you do with the fact that somebody raped you? What do you do with the fact that you feel betrayed by friends around that situation? What do you do with that stuff? What do you do when those feelings of what happened to you make you feel abandoned by God, by the universe? What do you do with all of that? What do you do with the fact that you have thoughts that go, how can something like this even exist? It's too painful. For somebody who has been an acute empath her whole life, somebody who feels everything extremely deeply, which I know some of you are exactly the same who have tuned in right now. I've never been able to understand consciously hurting another living thing. I then realized that I'd been hurting myself for years, but I didn't know it. It's the consciousness that is the important thing here. And then I got to a point now where I understood hurting someone in order to protect myself. There's another expansion of understanding, expansion of knowing. Not intending to hurt somebody else, but knowing that by protecting myself, it will hurt somebody else. And being okay with that to the extent that, of course, I don't want to, and it feels uncomfortable, but I know it's right. I know it's the right thing to do for me. So all of these things emerging and coming through, and all of these expansions coming through. And I'm sharing some of them with you, not all of them, obviously, but some of them with you because I want you to understand what the healing process actually entails. And I want you to know that you're not alone wherever you are on your journey of healing. And that it is absolutely possible to experience the most excruciating pain and loss and anger and frustration and still be okay. That's so important to understand, that we can do both. That I know that I'm going to have moments today where I'm going to laugh and I'm going to feel loved and I'm going to love and I'm going to feel joy. And I also am dealing with and digesting and moving through the healing of trauma. So that's something that I want you guys to understand, because it's not just one level. And I can see so many of you sending hearts and praying hands, and I appreciate you all. And I wonder how many of you can relate to what I'm saying to you right now. How many of you have gone through trauma and then you feel lost and you feel like you're in the bottom of this well and there's just like no light to be seen and you don't know which way to turn because you are in the depths of the dark night of the soul and you feel stuck. How many of you feel like that? Let me know in the comments. I've actually got a free resource for you if you are there. If you are there, I have a free talk that I'm happy to give to you. So please do let me know. I'm busy grappling with what I'm going to do. As many of you know, I've dealt with abuse numerous times in my life. I was abused when I was little, from around 2.5, 3 until about 10, 11. My first time I lost my virginity, my ex-boyfriend forced himself on me. And then when I was 29, I was raped. So there's a lot of abuse, right? And I've dealt with a lot of it. I can look on the person who abused me when I was a child with compassion and understanding that he was a tortured soul. And I can send him love and I can send him grace. So I just haven't gotten there yet with this last assault that happened to me. So why now? Why now am I speaking about it? Why is it coming up now? Because it happened 11 years ago. So why is it coming up now? The truth is that your mind is so intelligent that it will basically pack away any trauma that you are not ready to deal with on a soul level, on an emotional level, on a psychological level. It'll literally lock it away. And then when you are ready, it'll pop up. And it is your opportunity to either say, okay, I recognize that this happened, and I'm going to now do everything that I can to heal and transform this for myself. Or you can lock it away again. Remember, the more times you lock something away, the more they fester, especially if they're popping up. So if you choose to do that, that's okay. Then you're just not ready. But it might be a bit harder when it comes up again. So my invitation to you is, when trauma reveals itself, be aware that this is an invitation from your highest self, from the universe, to heal, to take those steps, to allow yourself to feel, to grapple with it, and actually heal. So that's the one thing I wanted to let you know. You will always have the resources, always have the resources and the support that you need to heal when you're ready to heal. And if you decide you're ready to heal, those resources and those support systems will appear for you. It's about you stepping out of your comfort zone and actually doing the work required to allow yourself to heal. So that is something that's so important for me to get you guys to understand. Does that make sense? Please let me know in the comments below. I really want to know. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, good, good. Now, something that's come up hugely for me in this process is I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to hurt anyone. I never want to harm anybody, but I also don't want anybody else to be harmed because of my lack of action. I don't believe in our government system, in our legal system. I don't believe in it. It's let down far too many people. I think it's a traumatizing system that generally doesn't yield results. I know, terrible. Isn't that awful that I feel that way about my government? But it is the way I feel about my government. It is the way I feel about my legal system in my country. I don't trust them. I don't trust them to protect me. I don't trust them not to re-traumatize me. And I don't trust them to actually get the correct result. So what do I do? What could I do? The one thing that's come up for me is that I publicly name this person that did this to me. And I'm deciding whether to do that or not. That's what I'm sitting with at the moment. I told a friend that knows me and knows this person, and the first thing she said to me, because she said, I saw your video, oh my God, are you okay? And we had a conversation, and she said, who was it? And I told her, and she said, oh my God, he tried to do the same thing to me when we were young. I don't know if I told you, but he tried to force himself on me and I got away. That was the fourth person I've told. So there is a part of me that feels responsible to name and shame him. Isn't that awful? What an awful position to be put in. And so I want to say to every woman who has been courageous enough to do it, I honor you. I'm really thinking about it. I'm deciding on whether to do it or not. And I feel like maybe I should. I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you think that that's the right thing to do? I don't feel like prosecuting him is going to resolve anything, but possibly naming him, possibly allowing others to know who he is might protect somebody else. Do I do it? It's what I'm grappling with. What do you guys think? And then thinking about the responsibility. First and foremost, when trauma happens, especially something like this, your responsibility is first and foremost to yourself. First and foremost, beyond anything else, your responsibility lies with you, not with anybody else. What is okay for you? What is going to make you feel safe? What is going to make you feel more empowered? What is going to make you feel like you can move forward with a sense of strength and dignity and closure? Nobody can answer that question, and there is no right answer for every single person. It's what you need individually. And so I say that to every single person who has experienced the trauma of somebody else harming them in any way. What is right for you? Don't ever harm anyone unnecessarily. I would never just harm someone from a place of pain or anger consciously. But if somebody, and this is the thing I'm grappling with because I want my highest self to make this decision, if by me naming this person, it'll hurt them, right? It's going to hurt them. People are going to look at that person differently. But it might save 1, 2, 3, 5, I don't know how many people from going through what I went through. Is it then worth it? Possibly. Possibly. That's what I'm grappling with. I do feel that there is a responsibility for each and every one of us to stand in our truth in this. I do believe that each and every friend, and if you are that friend who has turned a blind eye to one of your friends who's come to you bravely, filled with shame and guilt and pain, and said, this happened to me, and you said, no, it didn't, or I don't believe you, or turned a blind eye, acted like it wasn't a reality. I ask you to take responsibility for yourself. I ask you to step into your highest version. You going back to that person and saying, I'm sorry, I didn't believe you, I'm here, I am supporting you, will be one of the greatest gifts that that person could ever receive. And I know many people won't do it. But even if a few of you take me up on this invitation to make things right, because that will be making things right, then I'm glad that I spoke my truth here. The last thing I want to say to you guys before I go is that the only way to heal is to do the work. Please consider 3 things. If you're going through any kind of trauma, if you're going through any kind of dis-ease. Now remember, when I say disease, dis-ease of the mind, dis-ease of the heart, emotions, dis-ease of the body, dis-ease of the spirit. Disease means dis-ease. If you're going through any of those, find the right support system. Number 1, it's the most important thing that you can do for yourself. Find the right support system, the right people to work with. Number 2, do the work. Did I say that? Oh, find out exactly what to do. Number 2, find out exactly what you need to do. And number 3, show up and do the work, as difficult as it is. Show up and do the work. And I will make you one promise. If you do those 3 things, find the right people to work with, find out what you actually need to do, and then show up and do the work, I can promise you that every time life challenges you, you're going to move through those challenges with more ease and more grace. Suffering is an option in life. Challenges are going to happen. Things are going to challenge you. You are going to be traumatized. Life is going to happen to you. Suffering is a choice. You can be extremely challenged. You don't have to suffer. You can learn the tools to move through it without suffering. You can gain the support to move through it feeling like you are cradled with love. But it's up to you. It's up to you to decide how you are going to deal with your trauma. Whatever you decide, I send you so much love and so much grace. And I want you to know that you're not alone. I want you with all of my heart to know that you're not alone and that healing is possible. I have to go. Thank you to everyone. I can see so many of you, and there's lots of hearts coming up. Thank you so much who have tuned in today. I am sending you so many blessings, so much love, and so much grace. Bye for now. Oh, if you guys want a free gift, check out my Instagram post. I've got a free gift on how to increase the love in your life, the joy, the gratitude, and accelerate abundance. So check that out. It's on my on the feed, the news feed of my Instagram right now. Lots of love. Many blessings.